Isomates. If you like to learn how to make an off-shoulder bustier, then this video is for you. Watch till the end. My name is Veronica Adams Eze. Welcome to Vera Adams YouTube channel. Without wasting time, let's get started. I've gone ahead to take the shoulder to bust measurement, which is 10 inches, shoulder to under bust 14 inches, shoulder to waist 16 inches. I've also taken the back measurement, which is 16 inches. I divided by 2, got 8 inches. Came down by 1 inch slope, and from there I marked 7 inches for the armhole line, and on that line would be regarded as the chest line. To get the armhole curve, I'm going to go ahead to divide what I have on the armhole line into 2, and then I'll go in by 0.75 inches. Right here, I'm taking the bust pan measurement on the chest line. I'm going to go ahead to connect these points together using my curve rule. From the midpoint of this paper, I'll be coming out by 4 inches. I'm going to mark that on the bust line, on the under bust line, as well as on the waistline. I'll then go ahead to connect these points together with a straight ruler. Moving on, I'm going to be using a dart of 2.5 inches. I'll be dividing it into 2, but not equally. I'll be marking 0.75 on one end and 1.75 inches on the other end. I'll do the same on the under bust line as well. Then I'll go ahead to connect these points together from the waistline to the under bust with the straight part of my ruler. From the under bust line, I'm going to be using the curved part of my ruler to connect it to the bust line, just the way you see me do right here. I'll go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. The next thing is to determine how off I want this top to be. For the sake of this tutorial, I'll be using 6 inches. On this line, I'll also be marking 4 inches, which is the nipple to nipple measurement, and I'll connect it down to the bust point. Right here, I'll be using a dart of 1.5 inches. I'll divide it into 2 equal halves. That's 0.75 on one end and 0.75 inches on the other end. I'll go ahead and connect this together using the curved part of my ruler. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to go ahead to take the pit-to-pit measurement on the chest line. The pit-to-pit measurement I'm working with is 13 inches divided by 2 will give me 6.5 inches. And how I took this pit-to-pit measurement is I have 3 inches before the first dart leg, and then I'm going to continue with that 3 inches on the second dart leg and then mark my 13 inches. I hope you understand. Moving on, I'm returning the dart taken here back on the chest line. So right here, I'm going ahead to extend the line on the over bust area. Then I'll connect it right into the armhole. That means we have a new armhole curve. Right here, I'm going ahead to take the under bust measurement, and I'm going to add back the dart intake. And I'll go ahead to take also the waist measurement and also add back the darts. I'll then go ahead to connect this together to the chest line. At this point, we're done with the drafting for the front. Then we'll go ahead to draft for the back. On the back bodice, I've already gone ahead to take the back measurement. I've come down by 1 inch slope. I've taken the armhole line, and I've also created the space for the zipper allowance, which is 2 inches. And from the waistline, I'm taking 0.75 inches and marking it straight upwards. This will help to eliminate any form of bulge at the back. I'll go ahead to take the waist measurement from that 0.5 inches that I marked. Please note that you take your measurement from that point. Moving upwards, I'll go ahead to take the bust pan measurement on the chest line. Please take note of where I'm taking the measurement from and do the same for yours. For the back armhole, I'm going to go ahead and divide what I have on the armhole line into 2. Then at that point, I'll connect it straight down into the bust pan measurement. Using my curve rule, please note that the armhole for the front is quite different from that of the back. At this point, I'm going to go ahead to mark 6 inches. Remember that we took 6 inches on the front bodice for the off-shoulder effect. So we're going to go ahead to do the same for the back. Once that is done, I'll go ahead to take the pit-to-pit measurement for the back as well. It is possible that you have the same pit-to-pit measurement for both the front and the back, and it might differ, but in this case I have 14 inches for the back pit-to-pit measurement. Remember that the one for the front was 13 inches. So 14 inches divided by 2 give me 7 inches, and that was what I marked there. So from that point I'll connect it right into the armhole curve. I decided I do not want a straight back, so I'll be coming down from that 6 inches that I marked earlier by 1.5 inches, and I'm going to be connecting it just as you see me doing right here. This will give a curved effect at the back. Right now I'm going to be going ahead to create a new zipper allowance, and I'm going to be doing that right from that 0.75 inches that I took on the waistline. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be going upwards using that line to guide me to take the 1.5 inches for the zipper allowance. You can as well take 1 inch or 2 inches for your zipper allowance depending on what you desire. So right at this point, I'm going to connect that back curve that I made earlier. I'm going to connect it outwards to meet the new zipper allowance, and then I'm going to connect the zipper allowance together as so. So right here I have a new zipper allowance. The next thing is to start cutting it out. If you watched till this point, I want to say a big thank you. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here, please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so that you get notified each time I post a new video. Now we are done with the cutting for the back. Let's move right to the front. So on the front bodice, I already went ahead to take 2.5 inches away from that 6 inches. I came down by 2.5 to mark a curve. Sorry I did that off camera. I didn't know that my camera wasn't recording. So this is just how I achieved it. So you can determine how low you want it to be. You can come down by 1.5 or 1 inch, or even go down deeper than this. It depends on your choice. So right here, I'm going ahead to cut it out. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to drop your question in the comment section. I'll be there to respond to you. If you found this video useful, please do well to click on the like button and share to friends and family that are soulmates. So here's what we have at the end of the cutting, the back and the front bodies. And at this point, we've come to the end of this tutorial. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.